Champa was a little adorable girl who lived in Vijayanagar with her parents. And her best friend was her mouse Minnie, with whom she used to play all day long.
All right, Minnie, don't come out. I brought rice for you.
Champa!
Hide, Minnie, hide!
Champa! Are you done feeding him? Oh, will you keep feeding him? Or will you make some arrangements for eating at home too? Go and bring some dry wood. Only then will the food be cooked.
I will just go and come back. And yes, Minnie and I will eat kheer today.
Huh?
After a while, Champa got tired of searching for wood in the jungle, but couldn't find any dry wood anywhere.
From where should I get dry wood?
Champa was so tired that as soon as she sat down, she dozed off. And what happened to her afterwards, she could have never imagined.
Champa? Champa? I am talking to you.
But how can you talk?
Because you can hear me. If I were dry, I could have been to help you. But all around me are these large leafy bushes and not a single ray of sun reaches me. What shall I do? How do I stay dry? No one even cut these bushes.
Don't look at me. It's not my fault. See? I am wet myself because the sun's rays don't reach me as well.
What? The leaf is also speaking?
Yes, because you are listening. That means I am speaking. And yes, the mistake is the sun's, not mine.
What should I do? I want to give light to everyone, but these dark clouds always cover me.
Don't blame me. I'll show you the right way. Did you see it? This wind won't let me go anywhere else.
Now, what should I do? Are you seeing that tall palace in front of me? Its gate is always closed. Then tell me, how can I go beyond it?
After listening to everyone, Champa felt that all the trouble was because of the palace gate. That's why she went straight to the palace to meet the queen.
So you want to know why I keep the gate closed? Are you looking at that parrot? It tells me such wonderful stories that I don't want any disturbance due to the open gate.
So you are the root cause of all the problems.
No. I have also come here running from my problems. The owner of the pond in the jungle kept threatening to drown my nest in the water repeatedly.
Wherever Champa went, she learned about a new problem. But she decided that she would solve everyone's problems, even if she had to go into the jungle. And with this determination, she reached the location shared by the parrot.
So the parrot used to live here, and all the problems started from this pond. Who are you?
The owner of this pond, and my intention was absolutely not to drive away the parrot. The elephant comes here and threatens me every day that he would drink all the water from the pond. So, I vented my anger on the poor parrot.
You should learn to control your anger. You have no idea what problems have arisen due to your anger. Everyone is troubled.
Tell me, should I bite you? Tell me. Tell me.
I will get rid of you today at any cost.
Wait! If you drink all the water from this pond, what will the other animals drink?
So what should I do? The snake sits on my tail and threatens to bite me. I just want to throw the snake off by pouring the entire pond water on myself because my trunk can't reach my tail.
Elephant King, today I'll tell you the truth. I sit on your tail not to bite you, but to protect myself from that potter in the village. I just go to his house to eat the mouse there. But as soon as he sees me, he starts running behind me to beat me.
Champa was unsure about what to do in this situation.
Everyone has their own problem. I don't know who's telling the truth and who's lying.
Therefore, to find out the truth, she went to the potter's house.
That snake is troubling me too much. Whenever he comes, he breaks up pots. No matter how hard I try, he escapes every time. But the day I catch him, it will be his last day.
Why are you laughing?
What should I do if not laugh? What a foolish person he is. He doesn't even know that the snake comes here not to break his pots, but to eat me.
What do you mean?
I come here in search of food, just for 4 grains of rice. And I also get to stay in the pots made by him.
What? My entire journey led me to a little mouse? Do you have any idea how big a problem you have created in the pursuit of 4 grains of rice?
How do I know?
All right. What if I give you those 4 grains of rice?
Then why would I come here? Tell me.
All right, my friend. My friend Minnie will bring you the grains, and when they are finished, I will send for more. But do not come here again, okay?
Champa started sending greens for the mouse. And everything was resolved. With the mouse gone, the snake also stopped coming there. Delighted by the departure of the snake, the elephant also promised not to trouble the owner of the pond anymore. Champa conveyed this news to the parrot, and the parrot returned to his home. As soon as the parrot left, the queen opened the door of her room, allowing the air to flow through the door. After that, the owner of the pond never troubled the parrot. And the clouds also moved away from the sun. Now the sun rays fell directly on the bushes, causing them to dry quickly. And the wet wood placed there also dried.
Champa, are you sleeping? Wake up, wake up. Oh, I told you to bring wood. Have you started dreaming after collecting the wood?
Dream? I don't know it was a dream or reality. But mother, 4 grains of rice can change the world.
What do you mean?
Nothing, mother. You just keep giving me a little rice every week.
Champa's mother had no idea what Champa was trying to convey. But a mother is ultimately a mother. Without asking any questions, she gave Champa a handful of rice and Champa became happy.
Amma, it seems like even Noonie was daydreaming just like Champa.
Whether I was daydreaming or not, I can surely show you stars during the day. Wait.
A merchant named Bhaskar used to sell his goods in Vijayanagar's market. But this time, apart from his fruits, grains and other goods he sold, he had something else in his cart. And that was his chubby little son, Bhanu Varma.
Bhanu, come look around from here. You wanted to see Vijayanagar, didn't you?
Where is it? Where is it? Huh?
Oh no!
What a beautiful city, Father. Oh.
Hey, how are you, uncle?
I'm fine, Bhaskar.
Bhanu,
Yes?
give this gift basket to Chiranji uncle, okay?
Sure. Uncle? Uncle? Huh? What's this? Ghost! Ghost! Save me! Save me!
Oh, I almost forgot. Bhaskar's friend Chiranji was a trader of cotton, wool, and other clothing goods.
Chiranji uncle!
So, this time my little merchant friend has also come.
Bhanu, my son, take this coin and have fun at the market, while I and Chiranji uncle will finish some important work.
Okay, Father.
Bhanu Varma went around the market with the same excitement as that of a calf roaming freely in an open field. It was full of colorful shops, game stalls, and street performers.
Aroma. Jalebi.
Buy four for just one! What a steal! Come and get it! Get it!
Just 4 for 1? In my village, we get 6 for 1.
Then go back and buy then.
Come and buy! One for just one coin! You won't find it cheaper anywhere else!
Just 1 coin for such a large fruit?
This is a jackfruit, son. Ask your elders, they'll agree. Nothing comes close, not even candies or jaggery. Go on, have a taste.
Here's your coin, uncle. But this fruit is full of thorns.
That's the peel. Cut it and eat the fruit inside.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm definitely like my merchant father. I bought such a large fruit for just 1 coin. Father will be very happy. Wow. Oh, thorns! Oh, no. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. What do I do? What do I do? Wow. Forget jaggery or candy sugar. Even honey doesn't taste this good. It tastes sweet, but it is very sticky. Hey, let go of my hand. Oh, this is even sticking to my clothes. What have I done? Father will come anytime now. What do I do now? Hot water.
Bhanu Varma?
Oh, if my father sees me like this, he's going to be very angry with me.
Hey, Bhanu Varma. I think he's having too much fun at the market. He will probably be back by the time we return from the royal palace.
Then let's freshen up and leave. Come. His Majesty must be waiting for us.
Okay, let's go.
Bhanu Verma, tired from roaming around all day, fell fast asleep in his hiding place.
Chungi, looks like there is nobody in this house.
Oh, they look like thieves.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, let's take all the sheep we can carry, Chungi.
Mungi, look at this big fluffy sheep.
Yes, this one is as good as 4.
If I scream, everyone will show up here, including father. No, it's better. Better if I stay quiet.
Chungi, are you sure? We didn't just steal a baby elephant instead of a sheep in the dark? My back is about to break holding it for so long. Come on, wake up!
Mungi, looks like the sheep is too tired. Just look, it's sleeping so peacefully.
Achoo.
A sheep that sneezes!
I'm not a sheep. I'm Bhanu Verma.
Mungi, this is a talking sheep.
This is not a sheep. It's a ghost. Ghost. I am so scared.
Me too.
I'm a ghost.
Chungi, what do we do now?
Hey, stop! Won't you say hello to this ghost? Hey, come on, let's play together.
Hey, this seems to be Bhanu's voice. Bhanu, my son, why are you dressed like this?
Father, you? I didn't do anything. It's all that cunning jackfruit's fault.
The trick is to apply oil on your hands before you touch the jackfruit. But it's fine. At least you learned something new.
That's true.
What's in that bag, Father?
Bhanu, that's a gift from His Majesty King Vidyadhar.
Wow, what's there in it? That cunning jackfruit again? I don't want to get into any sticky situation again.
Chandu's father had left behind a lot of land as an inheritance for him. But he didn't value it because he had heard somewhere about a magical potion. Since then, he has been engrossed in searching for that potion or creating it. Taking advantage of this, the villager seized all his property.
Are you sure this will work?
Yes, it will surely work.
Take these coins.
His wife, Rama, was quite worried because of Chandu's actions.
Oh, you have sold all our land. At least pay some attention to the small piece of land that's left now. Otherwise, that too will slip away from our hands.
Once I create the potion that turns everything into gold, then there will be only wealth and happiness around us.
Oh my god, I don't know which magical spell has possessed him.
Give me arms. Give me some arms, please.
Greetings, my lord. Please come and take a seat.
Son, I'm very pleased with your services.
Really, my lord? Then my life has indeed become successful. Just before you leave, please tell me one thing. I have heard about a magical potion that can turn anything into gold. Is it true?
It is absolutely true. When I was meditating in the Himalayas, I also learned the method to create that magical potion.
What? I found it! I found it! I knew it! My lord, now quickly tell me the method to make that potion.
You will have to put in a lot of hard work for this.
I have been working hard for so many years. Just tell me the method. I will do it.
So listen carefully. You will have to plant a banana tree and water it daily.
This is a very easy task.
First, listen to the whole thing. When the tree grows, during the cold season, dew will fall on its leaves. You will have to collect the dew from the leaves in these bottles.
Dew in the bottles? And I have to plant the trees? My lord, please suggest an easier method.
If you want an easy method, then this is not for you.
Wait, my lord, wait. Just tell me the method. I will put all my efforts into completing it.
So listen carefully. When you have collected 5 bottles of dew, bring them to me. I will transform the dew into the magical potion with my mantra. Then a drop of that potion can turn anything into gold.
But winter only lasts for a few months in a year. Like this, it will take years for me to collect 5 bottles of dew. But there seems to be no other way.
Chandu clears the entire field and plants many banana trees. He takes care of the trees day and night. Regardless of storms or hurricanes, in the end, his hard work pays off and the trees bear plenty of bananas.
Wow! See the fruits of your hard work? So many of them.
Now our house will be filled with gold.
Gold? But what does gold have to do with bananas?
Banana? I'm talking about the dew deposited on the leaves, not the banana. It is from the dew that the potion to turn things into gold will be made. That's what the wise sage said.
What? You did all the efforts for the dew, not the bananas? Well, do whatever you want to do. But first, give me those bananas so that I can sell them in the market.
Oh no, dew! Huh? Hey! I made a huge loss because of you. Now let me first collect the dew. Just one bottle? It will take me many years to collect 5 bottles of dew like this.
You keep collecting the dew. I am going to sell the bananas.
Every year, Chandu would plant banana trees and collect dew from them. Meanwhile, Rama used to sell the bananas from the trees in the market. As time passed, 5 years went by and finally, Chandu managed to collect 5 bottles of dew.
Wow! I have done it! Finally, I have done it! My lord! Look here, I have collected 5 bottles of dew. Now quickly turn this dew into the magical potion with your magical mantra. All right, now quickly turn into a golden plate. Huh? Let me pour some more. Huh? Why this is not working? Now turn into a golden leaf. This also did not work. Not even this. Why is this not working?
Because no such potion exists.
What? This is cheating, my lord. You have wasted my 5 years. Hey, Rama, you are here? And what is this?
Look at this.
So many gold coins.
This is the goal for which you have been working continuously for the past 5 years.
What do you mean?
I mean, while you were farming and growing banana trees, Rama used to sell the bananas in the market. Gradually, she collected so many coins from it. This is your gold, and it did not come from any potion, but from your hard work.
But why didn't you tell me this earlier?
If I had told you earlier, you wouldn't have done all this.
Forgive me, my lord. I have realized that hard work is the real magical potion.
After that day, Chandu worked very hard. And he also stopped trusting anyone's words blindly. In Vijayanagar, there used to live a person named Udanka. Just like everyone has their unique identity, Udanka was known for his stinginess. He was so miserly that he used to wear his sandals in his hands.
It was so much fun. What a wonderful wedding it was. Such lavish arrangement, tasty food, and those coconut sweets. Wow, wow, wow. I have never eaten such tasty coconut sweet in my lifetime, Mani's honey.
You haven't eaten such coconut sweets? And me, I have never tasted a single sweet after marrying a miser like you. Huh.
Oh, my dear. Let the next party invitation come. I'll keep 2 extra sweets for you. But God knows when will the next party happen.
Why wait for the next party? Just bring me the coconut and I'll make it for you. Wait, what am I asking for? To ask you to bring coconuts is such a waste of time. Because you're such a miser, just to save money, you don't even wear your sandals on your feet. You're so stingy that you don't even buy wheat and lentils. And you wish to have coconut sweets.
Forget about the wheat and lentils. If you're ready to make coconut sweets, I'll bring the coconut right away. What do you say?
Okay, sure. Go get it.
I'll get it now. Buy fresh and healthy coconuts. Buy fresh and healthy coconuts.
How much for a coconut?
Each coconut costs only 5 coins.
5 coins? You should be ashamed of quoting such a high price. Lower the price for me, Money's honey.
If you want to save money, then walk for 10 miles in this direction. And you can get the coconuts for just 3 coins each.
What? The same coconut in just 3 coins instead of 5?
Yes.
Why should I waste my sweat for this? I can use it later somewhere.
Udanka reaches the other coconut seller, where his greed to save money increases.
If you want these coconuts in 2 coins instead of 3, walk for another 10 miles in this
To
direction.
save money, I can travel to any corner of the world. If I could get some ride. Wow! Got it! Why didn't it kick me harder? At least that way I could have fallen right at the coconut shop. Listen, I have walked here all the way from Vijayanagar. Do you want me to break coconuts to welcome you? That would be great if possible. You can keep the water and the peel. Just give me the coconut. Money is honey. By the way, can I get the full coconut in one coin, please? Why not? You came here from so far. Take this coconut. What is this? I had asked for the entire coconut, but it's just the coconut shell. For 1 coin, you will get only this. Now just leave. Go away. Go from here.
My friend, you can get the coconuts free of cost. All you need to do is walk another 10 miles from here. Once you reach the beach, you can pluck as many coconuts you want for free.
Wow. So many coconuts. My coconuts. Come on. Oh, come on. What is this happening? Save me. Somebody help me get down. Please, anybody listening, please. Help, is anybody listening? Money is honey.
How did this happen?
How, why, when? I'll tell you everything. But first, help me get down from here, please.
But how can I help you?
You are handling such a big elephant, but can't you use a little bit of your brain? Bunny, honey, just stand on your elephant and hold my leg so that I can get down. Is it okay?
Oh no, this will take so much time. And I'm in a little hurry, you know. But yeah, if you give me 100 coins, then I might help you. Otherwise...
100 coins? I came here walking just to save some money. And you are asking me for 100 coins?
No. I'm not forcing you to do this. Take all the time you need while hanging on the tree. I'll take your leave.
Wait. I'm ready. I'll give you 100 coins. You just get me down from here.
Let's go, Appu. Good job. Keep going. Come on, stretch your legs a bit. Oh no, Appu! Don't leave me hanging! Appu! I came here to help you, and now I'm also hanging with you.
Who do I call now? I cannot see anyone around. Someone is there. Help us! Save us! Yeah! Now only you can help us get down, brother, please.
Well, sure. Why not? It will only take 1,000 coins in return for helping you.
What? 1,000 coins? Do you have any idea how much stinginess it takes to save 1,000 coins? I can buy 1,000 coconuts from those 1,000 coins.
Yes, you're right. But I also know that if you don't give me 1,000 coins, then your bones may break into 1,000 pieces. Anyway, I'll take your leave.
Okay. I'll pay.
Did the horse have to show its stunt at this exact moment?
Hey, my hands are slipping now.
Oh, don't let go, or else all of us will fall.
Everything is ruined now. My coins. Dear, are you there?
What happened to you? And how much did this coconut cost you?
1,000 coins.
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.